lesson 1 out of 3 is we're going to go over some easy piano finger drills for chords, for beats, for songwriting, etc. Again, make sure you hit the like button and also make sure you subscribe in case I do another YouTube live like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of easy coordination between right and left hand. We'll go over some notes, we'll go over some chords, and then we'll put it all together. For those of you guys who are completely new to the piano, we're going to go over really quickly. For this exercise, we're going to go over just the white keys. C is the white key that's always to the left of the 2 black keys. So the black keys are in groups of 2, 3, 2, 3. C is always to the left, which means that there is more than one C. So there's this C, and if you go to the left, there's this C, which is lower in tone, and then you have this C, which is higher in tone. And then just like the alphabet, after C, it's D, E, F, G, A, B, and then it connects to the next C, and it just starts over again, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So the whole piano is just C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So all those keys really just narrow down to just the same 7 white keys that repeat themselves, higher in tone and lower in tone. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a scale for the right hand. We're going to do some chords for the left hand. So for those who don't know, and again, I go over this in more detail in the 360 membership, the fingers have numbers in the piano world. So thumb for the right hand, well, the thumb for both hands is number 1, index is 2, middle is 3, ring finger is 4, and pinky is 5. So we're going to go over a C scale, which will help you build motor skills, and it'll help you familiarize yourself with the actual keys on the keyboard. So we're going to start with that. So we're going to start with our right hand, 1 finger on C. Remember the 2 black keys and then C. And then we're going to take our 2 finger to play the next key, which is D. After D, we're going to use our 3rd finger to play E. And watch very carefully. We're going to take our thumb, we're going to bring it under. So you see I'm swinging my thumb under my middle finger, and I'm going to use it to play the next key, which is F. And then I'll reposition my entire hand. So thumb on C, 2 on D, 3 on E, thumb comes under, thumb for F. Reposition. That allows our 2 finger to go to the next key, which is G. Then our 3rd finger, our middle finger, is going to go to A. Our ring finger, the 4th finger, will go to B. And then finally, our pinky is going to go to C. So just a real quick review. Thumb for C, 2 for D, 3 for E, thumb comes under, thumb for F, reposition, 2 for G, 3 for A, 4th finger for B as in boy, and then the pinky goes to the top C. So what we have here is a C scale going up. So doing this simple exercise with the right hand does a few things. Number 1, it helps you familiarize yourself with the keys themselves. It also allows you to start building finger strength and finger independence. And it also allows you to move around with the piano, because the passing of the thumb allows you to move from one position to another position, and that can be replicated as far up and down the piano as you want. So that's a real easy way to get in the door when it comes to playing scales and playing melodies. And the reason why we learn scales is because when we're building melodies, whether we're writing songs, whether we're playing music, most of the melodies that we play come from some kind of scale. And every single key has its own group of scales that come with it. The one that I just showed you happens to be what is called a C major scale. So the more scales that you learn, which again, if you have my ear training course, all the scales are in the portion of your bonus course where it goes over the 60 major and minor scales. There's a whole, catalog of videos that go over all the scales for all the keys. So if you have the ear training course, that should already be in there. But this is just to help you kind of get in the door. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the left hand. We're going to play on the left hand. We're going to do some chords. But before I do that, I'm going to bring something to your attention. I do have a free piano in 3 steps video where I kind of go over some more basics when it comes to going from playing individual notes to playing chords, a little bit more of an elaboration of what I'm doing here. So if you want to go ahead and grab that, it's free. I'm going to put it in the chat box here. And if you're watching this on a replay, I will put it in the description box. So now we're going to do is we're going to go over the left hand. We're going to play chords. And what a chord is basically when you're playing 3 or more notes at the same time. So this is a chord. This is a chord. This is a chord. And so on and so forth. And chords are kind of like the structure of a song. So if you were playing a melody by itself, it would sound like this. But if you add chords to it, it gives it a filler. So these chords can be used, again, for building songs, building beats. You can do them for a lot of different things. There's hundreds of different chords. I'm going to give you guys 7 easy ones, and we'll use just the left hand. So what we're going to do is, this is the C. The middle C is the C that's closest to the middle of the piano. That's where I started my right hand. What we'll do is we'll start with the C that is under middle C. So this is middle C. We're going to just go to the next C down and make that our starting point for the left hand. So again, this will build motor skills because now we are forced to use more than one finger at a time. So the first chord, we're going to just call it the C chord just for simplicity, is we're going to use our 5th finger, our pinky for C at the bottom. We're going to use our middle finger for E, and we're going to use our thumb for G. So we're going to use pinky for C, 3rd finger for E, and thumb for G, and we'll play just those 3 notes at the same time. So we're not going to use our ring finger or index finger at all. We're going to use 5, 3, 1. So that's a C, E, G, a C chord, right? There's different types of, C chords, which again is covered in more detail in the 360 membership. But again, we're just keeping it simple. We're just playing simple chords and getting in the door. So that's the first chord we're going to play. The next chord, we're going to just slide each finger over 1 key. That brings our 5th finger to D, the 3rd finger for F, and the thumb for A. So we're using the same 5, 3, and 1 fingers for all the chords we'll play today, but we're just playing D at the bottom, F in the middle, and A at the top. That's a D chord. And then all we're going to do is we're going to go up 1 key. That gives us an E chord. 5th finger for E, 3rd finger for G, and 1 finger for B. So again, if you're working with chords for the first time, this may be a slow progress, or you may have to go slowly. That's perfectly fine. We're going to slide up again. So we're going in scale fashion, the same way we did with the right hand, but instead of playing individual notes, we're playing full chords. So now we have an F chord where we're using pinky for F, 3rd finger for A, and then the thumb for C. So we're not even changing the positioning of the hand. We're just sliding it up by 1 key per finger. Now we are going to play the G chord. The 5th finger on G, 3rd finger for B, thumb for D. We're going to slide up again. We're going to have the A chord. 5th finger for A, 3rd finger for C, 1 finger for E. And then the final chord, we're just going to slide up one more time. That gives us the B chord, which is fifth finger for B, third finger for D as in dog, and the thumb goes to F. Now what happens if I move up one more key? All we're just going back to the same C chord that we played in the beginning, C, E, G. So C, E, G, so again, the same 5, 3, and 1 fingers. I'm just reviewing this really quickly. Slide up, D, F, A. Slide up again, E, G, B. It almost sounds like that song, "Duh, a deer, a female deer," right? It actually is that song. So slide up a key, F, A, C. Slide up again, G, B, D. Slide up again, A, C, E. And then slide up one more time, B, D, F. So really what you can do is you can practice the right hand scale. And by the way, I'm not expecting you guys to get this down during this live session. This is something that you guys can practice on your own. So here's what I would suggest, especially if you're a beginner. Practice the right hand by itself a few times until you're comfortable. Practice those left hand chords on your own. And once you get comfortable, this is what you can do. So again, you're building finger strength and finger independence with both the right and left hand. A lot of people say that they have issues with the left hand. Just that chord exercise can build your left hand up significantly. Once you practice them separately and you've gotten really good, then you can put them together. And this is where it can be kind of like a drill. So what's going to happen is they both will start at C. So right hand C, left hand C chord. And then right hand, again, I'm not expecting you guys to do this today. I'm just, showing you how to do this once you're ready. Right hand, 2 finger, left hand slides up to the D chord. So now you're building melody and chord structure together. Left hand slides up to the E chord, right hand uses its third finger for E. So they'll be playing the same note and chord at the same time. When the left hand moves up to the F chord, the right hand is going to bring that thumb under to F. Reposition. Left hand G chord, right hand 2 finger G note. Left hand moves up to the A chord, right hand third finger A note. And then left hand B chord, right hand, the fourth finger goes to B. And if you don't like how the way that ends, all you have to do is just take your pinky to C, and then your left hand just slides up one more time, and you're back to C.